Welcome back, 614. We are still following a train derailment in downtown Austin. You're looking at some cars off the track on East 6th Street near Pedernales Street. This is in East Austin. Austin Fire says 7 cars derailed, 2 of them spilled gravel. Rebecca Pfefferman sent us some pictures of the crash. She says woke her up.
Yeah, this is around 3:45 this morning, Rob. Austin Fire says no one was hurt and the cars did not spill any kind of hazardous materials. And right now we have Nick Moreau joining us on Zoom. Nick, thank you so much for joining us. And let's talk about where you are in relation to where it happened and how did you learn about the train derailment? Did you hear something?
Oh, yeah. Good morning, Rob and Yvonne. Yes, I live in the Pedernales complex right here on East 6. And what you're looking at is like the where the divergence of the train goes. So the red line goes one way and the quarry train goes the other way. And around 3:45, I'm normally used to the train waking me up around 3:30. I never hear it. I can always feel it in my apartment. And this morning I was actually woken up by a loud jolt. And when I went to go check it out, I could just see the train from my patio. And then about 15 minutes after that, my power got cut off. So we've just been standing out here just kind of scoping the scene out over here from what y'all can see.
Is your outlet blocked? There's your road block. Are you able to leave your apartment complex, or are you stuck where you are until they clean that up?
Luckily, it continues on down the road. So you can see down there a little bit, that's further down East 6th Street. So yes, we're able to leave on this side, and on the other side, they should be able to leave. So this shouldn't really impact too many people leaving from this area. I can't imagine what it is further down on East 7th Street. And I can only imagine that this will impact the red line because this is where the 2 trains kind of derail. And you can actually now see behind me, it appears to be crews that are working on the power lines till they get it up. But here's all the spilled gravel that you can see. And then even getting up closer, you can actually see right here where the train pretty much derailed itself.
Oh, yeah, you can see that, Nick, for sure. And you did mention there were 7 train cars. 2 had gravel in them, as you mentioned. 5 were empty. But you also mentioned the power going out. And I know another woman said that her power went out as well. I'm wondering if it's maybe just as they kind of make some repairs and stuff. But when you were asleep and then you kind of had that jolt that you mentioned, when you went out, what was everyone else saying? I mean, what were the thoughts out there?
I had no idea that honestly, it was so early in the morning and we're used to this train being here so often that I can imagine there weren't any people out here, as you can see. I got an email from our HOA saying a train had derailed. And so that's when I came out and this is what I just saw. And luckily you can tell there were no injuries and nobody was out here, but it's just sad to see that, but good thing it happened so early in the morning to where there was no active action happening.
Yeah, that's part of the train. If you look at a map, you can see it actually makes a big U, so it's a huge sharp turn there. And the power and the weight of that gravel knocking over the fences. So fortunately, like you said, no one was there because that metal fence right there destroyed. That's not an easy thing to do.
Yeah, and Nick, before we let you go, though, you said it may not impact your day too much, or what are your thoughts on that?
My day, not too much, because luckily we're all able to leave out this way through Pedernales, connecting back to 7th Street. But this is completely cutting off 7th Street further down, because these trains aren't small trains; they're very long.
Yeah, this was 2.5 hours ago that this happened, right? And no one has even started picking up the gravel, so it may take quite some time. Yeah.
And what did the sound?
I might take some for myself.
What did it sound like? Like, if you can make a comparison, what did it sound like to you?
It was just a very loud boom, and then it was just it almost sounded like the fighter jets that flew over UT Stadium. It kind of sounded like that was just like a loud, you didn't really hear it. It was just big thud. Really at the beginning, there was nothing right after that. So it was very eerily quiet because I was very confused as what happened. I'm like, what was that? Was that an actual? Did they had a cow? I was very confused.
No cows harmed in the making of this train derailment, yes.
Thank you so much, Nick.
No
we appreciate
cows harmed, but definitely some bird scooters over there. So
oh, yes.
That's the only casualty. I think we'll be okay.
Yeah.
They've been digging those bird scooters out for a while.
Thank you so much. Yeah. We hope that you're safe, and we appreciate you getting that video and then calling in to let us know what happened. Thanks, Nick.